the bite, the bug, yeah. The bum,
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my next video. My name is Sade. If you are new here, and if you're returning, thank you so much. I basically do nursing videos and just overall like my life, my lifestyle, all that good stuff. So you guys, today is such a fun little video. I wanted to talk about the direction that I'm kind of going in nursing. I know that that's something that we all think about, like what kind of nurse do I want to be? Like, do I want to be a cardiac nurse? Do I want to be a neuro nurse? Do I want to do PACU, NICU, ER, ICU? Like, the opportunities are honestly endless, to be honest. So there's just like, it's just too many options. And I feel like, you know, when you go to the nail salon and you have to pick a color and you just like, I don't know what color I want because there's like a whole wall of colors. That's how I feel in nursing. Like, honestly, you guys let me know, where are you guys at in what you want to do in your nursing career, or if it's different from what you want to do starting out. I am kind of leaning towards some directions, and I wanted to share with you guys how I kind of feel and how this all kind of developed. So starting with when I first started nursing school, I really wanted to do ER because I wanted something different from what I do now. I do hospice right now. I wanted something different. I wanted something exciting. I didn't want the same routine every day. I wanted to kind of get to see everything and get that experience and learn. But then I'm like, okay, do I really want to do ER? I don't know. Okay, right? Then once I moved to Black 2, that's when things just started to shift for me. To be honest, you guys, I loved psych nursing so much. Like, it's so much like therapeutic, you know, communication and therapy kind of based care, and I really like that. I'm super into psychology. I'm super into wanting to help people, and the mental health community is a community that I feel like is underserved, and that I feel like my caring heart would do well in. So that's the kind of direction I was going in the first half of the Block 2, right? So then when I went into med-surg, I was like, okay, I kind of want to do med-surg because of everything that you learn, right? Because a lot of where I wanted to go was basically like where I want to go first. It wasn't like, oh, this is where I want to settle down in. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of the specialties that I wanted to start off with was basically tailored towards an educational kind of piece. So when I was doing med-surg, I don't enjoy the content as much, but the amount of stuff that you learn, like, this is kind of like the quote-unquote heart of nursing, right? It's really cool stuff. And I really enjoyed my clinicals. The nurses weren't super overworked. Of course, I went to the Mayo Clinic, so they have a very good patient to nurse ratio. But they still were able to add in that nursing judgment a lot. And I got to see that, and I was like, oh, this could be really nice. Like, this could be nice to start off in, where it's not ER, it's not like life or death all the time, right? Super high stress. And I was like, okay, I really like this. Now, as we went into the oncology subject, right, cancer, it really started to pull at my heartstrings a lot. And I take care of cancer patients right now, but it's more end of life, right? It really, I was just like, wow. Like the exercises that we did, like, we wrote down you know, everything that we cared about, and then, you know, we did exercises in like taking all of that away when we get different information about our cancer diagnosis, and really trying to put into the perspective of what cancer patients go through. And it pulled at my heartstrings so much, because I feel like when my dad had cancer, I feel like I was so oblivious to how he felt. Like, honestly, I was so consumed as a family member. I was so consumed with grief that I couldn't even muster up the empathy that I felt like he deserved, you know what I'm saying? So in doing all of these exercises and coming to this realization, I feel like, wow, like I love hospice so much, but I want to change. But in the same way, my heart is in it so deeply. So at the current moment, you guys, I am so interested in palliative oncology nursing, okay? Specifically. So, but the thing is, I haven't done a lot of research in my area locally on what programs, new grad programs or residencies are available, because that's something that us new grads have to do, right? We either know somebody to get in there and get the training, or we have to go through an externship, or we have to do some type of new grad residency or whatever. So I have to look for that specifically. And I do feel like my hospice experience will like 100% add into the way that I take care of these cancer patients. And I just want to go over the type of vibe that I'm looking for as far as my nursing career. I realized that I don't like being highly stressed all the time. Nursing school has made me come to that realization. I don't like being highly stressed all the time. I just don't. I work well under it, but for me, my health, you know, I want to look cute for a long time type of thing. I just don't feel like an extremely high stressful environment is for me. I like an environment where the heart is just as important as the knowledge. That's something that's very important to me. I have always been interested in philanthropy. I've always been interested in helping others and giving back to the community. So I don't want that aspect of myself to be numbed or dumbed down for the sake of just treating and just seeing patients on paper, and you know what I'm saying? So I definitely need my nursing career to have a more holistic approach. I want the family involved. I want to talk to the families. I want to get to know them. Patient relationship is so important to me. I feel like for me personally, why am I even doing this if I don't have a relationship with my patients? Like, why am I even doing this? Okay, I am not a I see you, okay, see you wouldn't want to be you type of nurse. Okay, I am a hi, first name basis. How are you? How's the kids? How's your son in Alaska doing? Like, is he doing okay? I heard that he hadn't, you know, how's the baby? I'm that type of healthcare provider. I just am. Like, it's just so deeply ingrained in me that I can't let that go. And I feel like that took a lot for me to come to the realization. Like, when we went over cancer in class, I felt like I wanted to, I was being brought to tears many times. And it was like, my questions were like, okay, well, how can I help this situation? What do I do in this situation? Like, that passion started to build up in me, and I pray, like, this may not even be the profession that I'm even able to get into, right? You guys, like, I can't just be without a job. Like, I have to be accepting and open to my new grad experience when I graduate. But in the same token, I'm starting to finally have a good idea of the direction I want to go in. Now, mind you, all my patients now, they're like, girl, you need to be a hospice nurse. Like, and I'm like, you're just saying that because you want me to be your nurse, right? Your future nurse. But that's probably where my heart is probably gonna go. I love hospice and a palliative kind of care. I just do. I love it so much. But in the same way, I'm like, I do want a new experience at the same time. So I feel like palliative nursing in an actual hospital setting would be a good fresh change for me. Like, I'm getting the hospital vibe, right? On top of still being able to be that lovey-dovey, mushy type of person that I am. Like, I'm the type of person that I'll probably hug all the patients that will accept my hugs. I will be the one hugging them, okay? When they come, when they leave, that's the type of person that I am. That's the type of person that I always have been. I have a very big heart, and I want my heart to be able to shine at the place that I'm going to be spending a majority of my time at, right? And I want to actually enjoy what I'm doing. You get what I'm saying? I just do. I don't want to just work a job for money. I want to be able to feel like I'm contributing to the community in some way, shape, or form, other than, you know, giving medications and IVs and all this other stuff. I want to be able to add some therapeutic aspect to your situation as well. I want to be a listening ear. I want to educate you in a very humble way, in a way that you can understand, to where you can make, you know, decisions based off of having a good amount of information. You know, obviously you can't like give advice to patients and things, you know. There's a lot of what's appropriate, what's not appropriate, you know what I mean? But I want to be able to provide the best knowledge that I know how to these families, and provide the best resources that I can, and just do everything in my power to help them through such a hard process. Because when I tell you, like, when my dad was going through what he was going through, everything was such a blur. It was a blur for like 2 years, honestly. So I can't even imagine the family members having to take care of their loved one that they see either going through treatment or not going through treatment, you know what I'm saying? So that's something that I really want to add some support in, especially if I want, you know, this hospital kind of experience. And so yeah, you guys, so like, let me know what type of vibe you want as your nursing career. Like, what type of person are you? What type of personality do you have? Like, I'm so curious to know, what are you guys kind of thinking right now, right? Because I have friends who want to do, you know, pediatrics, and want to do, you know, labor and delivery, and want to do all of this like wonderful things. So I just think it's so interesting how we all have different interests, but we're all still part of this profession called nursing. So let me know down below, you guys. I'm so curious. And I'm sure the people that come to this video want to see as well. So again, thank you guys for watching my video. I will see you next week. You already know what it is. And I love you guys. You guys take care. I hope that you are having a good holiday season. Things are a lot different than last year. I don't even think we actually really know what's going on, but it's okay. We're just gonna pretend like we do. And I will see you guys later. You guys take care. And I can't wait to hear from you.
Sunlight that always stays, dinner by the waterway. It's that sweet life. Raise your cross. Made some dude crack a smile. He asked if I could stay a while.